Good morning. Today is Monday, December 23rd, day 23 of Vlogmas, and Christmas Eve. It's a full and busy day for me today. Lots to get done. It's about 9 o'clock now. I've been up for quite a while because I knew that there was quite a bit to get done. I still woke up about 6:30 this morning. Because I wanted to have time to get stuff done and still be able to kind of relax a little bit and not be too stressed out. So this morning I got all of my follow-up stuff done for Sunday, and then I also got prepared my services for Christmas Eve. One of my churches, we actually do what we call Christmas Eve. So on the 23rd, tonight, we do a Christmas Eve candlelight service, which is pretty much the same as the one that we do on Christmas Eve itself. But we do that because there are a lot of people who are not able to be there on Christmas Eve because they're with family or for whatever reason. So we give them another option. We did this for the first time last year, and it was very well received by people. They really liked it, and it went well. So I've got that all ready to go. I do want to try to get my sermon written for January 5th because I will be off the week of after Christmas. And I want to have that done before I go so I don't have to come back and write that in 2 days because I don't really like doing that. So I would like to get that done. I'm finishing up some laundry, so that's happening. I need to wrap some Christmas presents. I need to finish Phil's other little owl, so I'm going to work on that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to get my yarn caked up for my Christmas Eve cast on, and this is the yarn that I am going to use. This is from Molly of a Homespun House. It's her 2019 Christmas at Hogwarts colorway, which I think is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to cake up a pair of socks with that. I believe I have decided to do Helen Stewart's Red Robin socks with that as my Christmas Eve cast on. So I want that to be ready to go. I also have to coat truffles for my last batch of truffles so that they'll be ready to package up tomorrow on Christmas Eve. I am planning on spending a little bit of time with David this evening. And let's see what else. I think that's basically everything that I want to try to get done today. My service is at 7. I'm going to get there about 6 to be ready for it. So that is that. I am going to open up my advent calendar right now, and then it's done. And I don't have to remember to do that later amongst everything else. So here's day 23 of the advent calendar. I'm not sure what color I'm going to think that this is because we still have not hit Slytherin. I'm going to actually think that it's purple. That's going to be my guess. We'll see. Watch, it's going to actually be Slytherin this time. Slytherin. There it is. Finally. I was wondering when Slytherin was going to be coming. So it's green. And it's got some darker speckles in it. So yeah, so Slytherin, like I said, we were kind of expecting that one to come along. So I am going to sign off for now and get some things done. I will probably show you shortly here my progress on my habitation shawl because I have finished day 20 and I've been showing it every 5 days the progress. So I will do that before too long here, and then I'm going to get to work on an owl, taking a little bit of break from work stuff because there's a variety of things that I need to be getting done today. So I'm going to take a break from that and do an owl and then get back to the sermon. Right. So here is 20 days of knitting on my habitation throw. You can see I am well into the decrease section. It is fitting back on my needles now. The stripes are starting to get thicker again. So I've got another 5 days to go, and I'm thinking that that last one, which will be off of a full skein, is going to be a little bit bigger than it is on this end. It's not quite matching up exactly, and I think that that has to do with the fact that there's been several different bases involved, and some of them had less yardage than others, and since I was knitting in 10 grams, if it had more yardage, obviously it got more worked into it. So I've been knitting a little bit over 10 grams now, just to kind of catch things back up a little bit. But I'm not really too worried, but I think it looks pretty cool. Especially as you zoom out and you get to see it. I'll be excited to see how it ends up finishing up here. Hi guys, so it is later now. It's about 1 o'clock, and I have been pretty productive. I've got my sermon for the 5th written and taken care of, so I am very happy about that. And now I am working some more on Philip's little owl. I have the body of the second owl pretty much taken care of, and then I have his little wings, I have his little tail, I have toes, and a little beak. So I'm going to work on putting him all together now, because I have to put that stuff on, and I have to do his eyes. And so I'm going to do that and hopefully get these guys done. And then once these guys are totally done, then I'll be able to wrap presents. And that's good because it's, like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock, and I'll be leaving about 6 for my service. So, and I still need to take a shower and stuff and get ready for that. So, and do something with my face because, oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm going to work on this owl and get him finished so that he is ready to go in stockings tomorrow. Okay, so my 2 little owl babies are done. They don't look exactly the same, which is good, although I think my first guy is a little bit cuter than my second guy, but here they are, their little feet, their little beaks. So yeah, I have 2 little snowy owl babies that are for Philip, and I'm kind of pleased with how they turned out. I have thought about maybe putting some little black flecks on this guy, just to make him a little bit different, but I don't know if I will do that or not because I've got some other things that I need to do, and that could just be a little bit more fussy than I want right now. So I'm going to leave him alone, and I can always go back and add the black flecks later if that's something that Phil would like me to do. But anyway, they are done. I think they're really cute. I'm kind of happy with how they turned out. right, so it is about 4:15, and I have about 45 minutes before I need to get in the shower and get ready to go for my service this evening. I have gotten everything done that I have needed to get done, and it feels really good. All of the presents are wrapped and underneath the Christmas tree. The truffles are coated and in the freezer and getting ready to go there. Philip's owl is made. My sermon for next week is done. I even got my yarn caked up for my Christmas Eve cast on, although this guy became a little bit problematic. So I may reball that because it's kind of wonky. So I might do that. I don't know yet. I will decide later. So that's ready to go. So now for these 45 minutes, I am going to sit and breathe and knit on my habitation throw before I have to take a shower and do my service. All right, I am getting ready to head off to do my first Christmas Eve service of the season. It is almost 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna head down there now and kind of get things ready to go for that. I believe David is gonna come over for a little while afterwards, and we're gonna spend a little bit of time together tonight. But I am wearing, this is a top actually that I knit. It's called the Zenone top by Andy Satterland. I knit this a couple of years ago, and the colorway I think is called Hollyberry or something like that. And so it works kind of nicely as a Christmas thing, but it's got this, I can show you this kind of heart lace motif on the shoulders, and then on the back, you can't see that. I can't show you the back. But it only goes like partway down the back. So this is what I am wearing tonight. I have a pair of Christmas socks on, but I'm not gonna hold up my foot to show you those. So I'm gonna go do a church service, and I will talk to you guys one last time as I kind of wrap up things for today. All right, it is about 9:30. I'm back home. I've changed, and I'm ready to call it a night. The service was nice. People seemed to really like it. We had some different special music than we've had in past years. So that was kind of a nice addition to it. But yeah, it went really well. There were about 45 people there, so that was a pretty good turnout. I think that was more than we had last year, so that's good. But I'm gonna go to bed because I have to do all of this again tomorrow. Twice, actually, for both churches tomorrow, because only one does the Christmas Eve service. The other one just does Christmas Eve. So I have both of those tomorrow, but really everything else is done. So I'm hoping that I can relax a little bit during the day, that I can do my Christmas Eve cast on, and just kind of have some peace before the services. So I'm gonna call it a night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.